up, y'all? This is Mike, ready to talk to Technasia. Well, please introduce yourself.
你好，我是 Technasia，我是法国人，and 我很喜欢台湾。
Yeah, there we go, right there. 他的中文其实真的很好，所以但是我们还是用英文，感觉这样应该可以深入一点了。所以Technasia, what's with the name? You're French.
Yeah, I'm French, but my former partner, because I've been around for a really long time, since '95 basically, and my partner was basically from Hong Kong. So we actually started to do music together back in '95, and we set up the label in Hong Kong. And we were doing techno, and the first name that came up to us at the time was basically Technasia. So so we split it about 4 years ago. Because he had a family and stuff, and he lives in Hong Kong, so it was basically really too difficult for him to come to Europe all the time. But I still keep the name Technasia, and my label and everything is still based in Hong Kong. So actually not so far from Taiwan, just 45 minutes by plane.
You should drop by more often.
Yeah,
We could
sure.
use people like you.
I was there actually last year. I was playing with Vertigo, DJ Vertigo, you know.
So how was the vibe? What did you think about the Taiwanese scene?
That was my. I played at Luxy. Actually, it was called Second Floor at the time. Played a few times. I played like around 5 times, I think, in Taiwan in total. And well, I really love it. You know, I've been in many different countries in Asia, and I always say that there's only 3 places in Asia that really have. I would say, Japan has a real proper scene. Of course, they've always been there, but like Singapore and Taiwan. They've always been like these 2 countries that actually try to push really electronic dance music, even though it's not always easy, you know. I remember back, like a few years back, there was a lot of problem in Taipei with the police raiding clubs and stuff like that. I can see Taipei people really like to party a bit too much, actually. No, but it's really good vibe. You know, I just hope that the electronic music scene is gonna build up as the same way as it built in Europe. Because, you know, like something like ADE in Amsterdam, that's amazing. Like, I don't know, 52 parties or I don't know, 100 parties, you know, and it's all full. It's all like sold out and all these DJs playing and everybody's so happy, like partying together and stuff. That should be also more in Asia, you know. And basically, I think countries like Taiwan have to be the leading countries for that.
So what do you think we need to do in Taiwan to achieve that level for electronic music?
Yeah, not easy. First of all, you need to have very good clubs, you know, with a good crowd, a regular good crowd. And I think the festivals are very important. Although, of course, problem with festival is that it's always the promoters have to put a lot of money to, you know, make something like that. So it's a big risk. But once you can have like really good regular clubs, really good regular party, a lot of very good resident DJs, and you know, big festivals, then people really get used to this kind of music and it becomes a lifestyle, because that's what it is in Europe. You know, in Western Europe, electronic music is a lifestyle. Like people live this techno like 24/7. In Taiwan, there's still a lot of R&B stuff, like a lot of like, you know, urban.
They call it balaka.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and KTV shit and stuff like that. You know, not for me. I mean, I can understand people like it, but you know, when I go to Taiwan and when I go to Hong Kong or China, I'm hearing the same song of Leon Lai for the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, get past it. You know, like it's not only that kind of music.
I mean, like I do know, like Taiwan actually have some producers that are really talented. I've heard some, and I'm like, wow, what are you doing here? You know, why haven't you been signed to like a label like that? You know, so do you think that it will help Taiwan if more producers or DJs become more internationally known?
For sure, definitely. I mean, there's basically like Spain has been a country where every single DJ on this planet was performing. And there was not many Spanish DJs that was actually playing outside of Spain, you know, just resident. It was a kind of complex, you know, like they were feeling that they were always not as good as all the other guys. So like all these DJs from all over the world were basically going to Spain all the time, but no Spanish DJ was actually going out. And one day, like there's a lot of young kids that were starting to do music, and they thought like, okay, just fuck it, you know, let's just make the sound we like and let's be natural, you know. And what's happening now? You got a lot of Spanish DJs actually all over the world, you know. And I think it's the same process. I think it's the same with Japanese DJs also, or Korean DJ, which has Seoul has a very booming scene as well. I think a lot of the young guys that actually believe in this music, that really like this music, just have to be natural. Just have to try hard, work hard, and don't feel ashamed. You know, it's not because you're from Taipei or you're from Tokyo or you're from Seoul that you're not as good as a guy from Detroit or Chicago or Paris or or Rome. You know, this music is universal. It's for everybody. It's made for everybody. It's made by everybody. So in the end, just be natural. You know, no complex. Just go for it, and usually it works.
So we need to look for our own style, right? Something that makes us us.
Yeah, and they will for sure. Because if you just break the boundaries, if you just be natural, do your thing, you create your own style sooner or later. You know.
Yeah. So I was curious, like your name is Technasia, right? So how much do Asian instruments actually influence your music? Because
Actually, not that much. Although I really like Teresa Tang. You know, Tang Ziyi, right?
Huh?
The Taiwanese singer. Na, 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 na. You know this track,
I
right?
know the song, but I can't remember who
Yeah,
sang
she's
that.
a very, very old singer. Actually from Taiwan, you know.
Oh, Teresa. I know. My mom used to listen to
Yeah.
that stuff.
Every single grandma and mom in Asia like knows that, you know. Now I like this kind of like really old like Chinese or Taiwanese music. Just the Chinese too much. No, but yeah, not. I like Chinese traditional music. It's not my most favorite traditional music. I mean, obviously I have an electronic background. I also actually when I was a teenager I was listening to a lot of punk rock, a lot of like rock and roll. I actually quite a broad musical background. You know, I study classical music. Anyway, through all your experience, all your musical experience, and all your travels and stuff like that, you get inspiration. You know, that little things are gonna bring me something. You know, I love Asia. I wish I could actually live in Hong Kong all the time. I used to live there for a while, but you know, I play all the time in Europe. For me, it would become crazy to just be creative, like to fly back and forth all the time. You know, so. But I wish actually I could live, you know, in Taipei or in Hong Kong because I think you have the best lifestyle in the world. Seriously, you know. And yeah, every time I'm there, when I leave, I'm going like 4 or 5 times a year, and like when I'm in the plane, I'm always like, shit, I'm going back to Europe. You know. So yeah, that I guess. I wouldn't say that it's Chinese instruments or traditional Asian instrument that inspire my music. It's more the lifestyle, you know. I like the energy, the vibe that you can find in Taipei, in Tokyo, in Hong Kong, in Seoul. You know, it's just like it's boiling. You know, it's amazing.
Thank you. Wow. I mean, yeah, that's dope, right? So it's the lifestyle. Well, this is Mike. This is Technasia. What's your website?
Technasia.com.
Technasia.com, right? So check it out. This guy does really dope shit, and I think you guys can learn a lot about it. So thank you.
Thank you.
And over and out.